Hey everybody, welcome to LT Outdoors. I hope I get a bunch of you on here tonight wanting to chat about the outdoors and such. I have been super busy, just like always. I've been out at it. I've been hunting my butt off lately, trying to get some deer. I've even given up on the whole buck thing for now, and I'm trying to get a doe. I'm willing to take just about anything as long as it's a good size, but yeah, even that's kind of fallen out on me. So it's been pretty tricky, but yeah, I'm not giving up yet. So I'm gonna be trying, but I hope you guys are enjoying your week. I hope that you guys are all able to get out and hopefully do some hunting. Hey sis, how you doing? Hey Scott, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I've been hunting my butt off all week, and I'll tell you, we've had some frigid days. I have been freezing, just like tonight. I come in, I couldn't feel my toes, but I'm trying. I'm trying my best to get some good content for y'all. I actually just learned tonight that I'll show you the mount that I like to use. This is actually, I think it's called Caddy Buddy is actually what this mount is called. And I bought this last summer. Hey, my ginger friend. Hope you guys are doing good. Hey, sis. I bought this Caddy Buddy last summer. And I'll tell you, it is a really versatile GoPro mount. I mean, this thing, you can bend it, you can twist it, it goes all directions. You can turn this. I mean, it's awesome. But just tonight, when I was out, I actually was playing with it and I realized that this will actually mount right onto the barrel of my rifle and it doesn't impede my scope. I can actually, it's like the perfect distance from the scope. So you guys should get like the perfect shot if, I'm not going to say if, because I'm going to get a darn deer. It's going to happen. But you're going to have a perfect shot of it all because this is going to be mounted on the rifle. So I'm pretty pumped about that. I'm excited. I'm happy that I learned that. So, but yeah, this is my setup, the Caddy Buddy. Like I said, I bought it last summer. If you've seen my video where I fished the hot ponds down in Bay City, where you could see that I had a camera facing me from the middle of the boat, this was the Caddy Buddy that was helping me with that. I screwed a 2x4 in the middle of the boat. And thank you. I'm glad you like it. I screwed a 2x4 in the middle of the boat and clamped this on the 2x4 so it could face me. But yeah, this is the GoPro Hero 8 Black. I highly recommend it. This is a really great camera. If you notice, one thing that I'm real finicky with my videos. I want to make sure they're good. And what I love about this is there's not much bouncing around. Like you could run through the woods, and this thing doesn't. It don't bounce. It's awesome. So yeah, it's just a really great camera. And honestly, I couldn't have afforded it myself. It's a high dollar camera, but it was actually bought for me by a CNN reporter. So I thought that was cool. Well, he's a cameraman that I met last year. He sent me this as a Christmas present. He said, from reporter to or cameraman to cameraman, I wanted to send you a special gift. And yeah, I got this as a Christmas present, so I thought it was pretty amazing. But yeah, I couldn't ask for anything better. I actually want to get a second one. I'm hoping to come up with enough to get a second one so I can have, especially in the shanty, for two different camera views. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while either, man. Yeah, I hear you. The boots, oh my God. I was totally frozen tonight too. It was rough. Same with last night. It was another cold one last night. It's just been really, really tough hunting lately with the cold, but I can't really complain because that's what we need this time of year. And I'm actually hoping that that means we're not far from ice. I'm really hoping for some ice fishing. Like I said before, the outlook from the Weather Channel, who, by the way, I do not trust them. The Weather Channel anymore really don't know what the heck they're talking about. I swear, but the further outlook looked like it was going to be a rough winter as far as high temps and just nasty weather, which won't be good for ice. So I really hope that we do, though. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll have to bring one of my traps over for you. Yeah, that's true, Susan. You better get that skunk. No, I'll tell you what, brother. The Bucks. Susan will tell you the last day that I seen any Bucks at all was opening day of rifle, and since then there's just way too many shots been going on around here, and I think they've gone into hiding. But I'll tell you what, tomorrow I'm done with this sitting in the blind thing because it's just not panning off. I am gonna actually go out and hike through the swamp, and it's supposed to be windy, which will be in my favor. I'm going to go see if I can stock up on some bucks tomorrow. So, yeah, make sure you hit that button. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Make sure if you guys like this, you hit that like button. I try to come on here as much as I can. Oh, and Volcano Time Lapse. I don't know if you noticed, but I tagged you in a video yesterday for the you don't have to do it, it was just something fun, but 40 things about me. I figured I'd see if you wanted to do that, so I was actually tagged on there by the Michigan Home Farmstead people, so okay. Figured I'd see if you got it. uh, but yep, I tomorrow I'm planning on a whole different program. I'm gonna, like I said, sneak hunt. I'm gonna try and stalk through the woods and see what I can find, because I got a feeling whatever bucks that are left are going to be hiding deep in the swamp anyway. So I'm going to strap on my hiking boots and I'm just going to get out and start walking. So that's my plans for tomorrow. And same thing though, I need some venison meat. So, I've been living on nothing but fish. And I'll tell you what, if I come across a big doe, she's going down. I've got a doe tag anyway, so I was planning on taking one. I was going to wait till the last few days of season, but that's only a few days away anyway. So yeah, I better get at it while I can. So, but yeah, I hope you guys have been able to get out hunting. Like I said, I've been out busting my butt doing it every single day, which for me it's kind of sad because this season I had so much more planned. I actually had hoped to get my bucks. I usually get them early on. If you go through some of my other videos and some of my Facebook posts, I usually get my buck during early archery season, and then boom, I can waterfowl hunt, metal detect, all that other fun stuff. But I've just been, it's been a rough year for me for the bucks, so I'm still at it. Sadly, I might not even get to duck hunt the way it's looking. So I was really hoping to do a lot of that, but okay. Deer hunting around Hubbard Lake. I know, like, it's weird. As far as the rut stuff goes, well, last night I think something happened because when I was sitting in the blind, some some does or whatever, there was a whole pile of deer went barreling right behind me, just bolting it. So I'm guessing somebody was chasing them. I'm guessing there was probably a buck back there because I know they didn't smell me. They didn't blow. They didn't stomp. That they just came running by, so probably a buck chasing does. I know there's still some activity going on. My one buddy messaged me today, Brian downstate, and he actually had a really nice buck, and he got last night. Him and his dad both got bucks. They said they were chasing does, seeing a lot of chasing yesterday. So at least some people are having fun with it. I just haven't. Hey, Rich, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I haven't had much fun yet this year with deer. See, there you go, buddy. That's what you got to do sometimes. I mean, I personally haven't. Susan will tell you, and Robin, I took does for most of my life. I would take a couple does a year, and once I started figuring out the bucks and learning ways to get the bucks, I kind of stopped on that. I haven't shot a doe in, it's been about 7 years, but like I said, the freezer's getting empty, and the bucks just ain't cutting it for me this year. So, got to do what you got to do sometimes, and they taste just as good. So, yeah, but that don't mean I'm going to stop there because I still got my 2 buck tags. So, I'm still going to try and get a buck. I ain't giving up quite yet, but I am going to try and get a doe. If a doe comes out, it's tonight actually there was 3 does that came out, and I was really, really trying. But get this. All right, this is usually how it goes too, especially when deer hunting. Just when you think you have the deer figured out, they usually throw you in a loop. And tonight, when I was out there, 2 days ago, I was sitting in the same blind, and the deer came from my right. I've got a good video of them. I'll share that once I'm done. I'm putting everything together for a really good hunting video, so just wait, it's coming. But I recorded them. They came like 10 yards away. I stared down this big doe and she was getting ready to blow at me. And I'm like, you know what? If you blow, that's it. I'm going to take you. And I had the scope on her and everything. And it was kind of funny. She didn't blow, so I let her pass. And then as soon as she left, I actually thought to myself, did I ever even load the gun? And then I checked and I didn't even have a round in the chamber anyway, so I guess it was her day. But I decided today to go back to that same spot, and I assumed that they would come through the same travel way that they did before. So I had my blind setting with the windows ready on that side, which, you know, I'm a lefty, so for me it's easier to shoot to my right. How's it going, Kim? It's easier for me to shoot to my right. Well, I was all set up for that tonight. And what do you know? I hear the noise. I look out the window. They're coming from the left. I already had the gun out the window ready to go out from the right. So then I had to pull it. And I'll tell you, those chair blinds are not quiet. They're loud. They're basically made of the same material as an ice shanty. And yeah, they can be quiet in windy conditions or something if you're moving, but it was silent tonight, and every little move you made was horrible. But yeah, I tried swiveling and poking, and by the time I got the muzzle through the left side, I couldn't even get myself to aim right because it just felt awkward, and then they took off. So it didn't work out for me nonetheless. But yeah, tomorrow's going to be different. Like I said, I'm not sitting in the blinds. I'm going to hike. And I'm just going to see what I can jump and what I can blast. So I should have some excellent footage tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I'm going for anyways. Oh, man, really? Gosh, I wish that's mine. One day, if I ever come up with enough, I'm definitely traveling to Minnesota. That's been on my bucket list for many years. My dad and I used to talk about taking trips over there anyways because just for awesome fishing, walleyes, crappies, all kinds of great fishing over there. Same with the burbot. They've got some awesome burbot fishing over there. Yeah, I'm sure they get, the big old gills, but I know they're well known for crappie over there. The really giant crappie. And like I mentioned in my 40 Things About Me, if you guys watch that, one channel that I recommend watching if you haven't already, and I'm sure a lot of you have, anybody that likes fishing's probably heard of her, but Nicole Stone Outdoors. She is just an incredible fisherman. I've been watching her for a few years now, and especially when it comes to ice fishing. She's awesome any way you put it, but ice fishing is her jam, just like it is mine, and she gets out on the ice. I love going through her ice fishing videos just to get myself pumped up. So yeah, I recommend it. If you guys haven't checked it out already, Nicole Stone Outdoors is definitely one you want to look at because, and she does a lot of fishing in Minnesota and that. So it's, lots of cool videos. And Anna up north, I think, was the other one, the friend that she fishes with. And they get just massive crappies and just giant walleyes. It's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of them girls. Oh yeah, the tip ups. Every year that's something I look forward to because you just can't beat it. And I bought those tip up alarms, and I love that because then every time your tip up goes off, you hear woo 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 woo. I run out to them, and Ruby loves it too. So yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm totally ready for tip up season. That's something that I definitely look forward to. Yeah, and then my pop bottle, my bottle cap lures. I love fishing them through the ice. If you guys watch my videos on those, I've caught literally everything on them. They are awesome, including the Master Angler brook trout that was 20 inches. That was sweet. I thought that thing was a steelhead when I caught it. This is Samantha. For those of you that's never met her, she's a crazy kitty, but she's my buddy. She used to be one of my barn cats that I felt bad for because she was just a kitten and she was all by herself. So I decided to bring her in. And yeah, I'm glad I did. I would never put her back out. She's awesome. I actually use a pop-up shanty, one of those the hub style. I've had one of them for it's been about 7, 8 years, and I'll probably never go back to another kind. The pullovers are cool and all, but you figure with that, I mean, yeah, you've got the bonus built-in sled, but that can get kind of heavy, especially when you're pulling through the heavy, deep snow, the wet stuff. But yeah, the I love the hub style shanty because I can just throw that in my sled with all my fishing gear, and it's super light, you know. Plus, a lot of people complain about them in the wind, but you can stake them down so easy. You know, they come with like basically tent stakes that you screw into the ice, and you ain't going nowhere. I mean, the only time that those give you an issue is late season when it starts to warm up and it thaws around the stakes. So then you just got to go outside every now and then and keep tightening them down. But yeah, I surely hope we get ice, man. I really every year I dread having an like late season because it's I swear every year it's worse. Last year half of Michigan didn't have any. Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing? Yeah, last year the southern half of Michigan didn't have crap for ice, man. It was bad. Uncle Dale, he was only able to get on the ice one time downstate, and that's part of why he spent so much time up here. Yeah, I'm glad you like it, sis. That stuff, it's definitely hard to beat that. Yeah, I hope Jamie enjoys it too. You guys will have to let me know what she thinks about it. Definitely my favorite, hands down. If you guys haven't tried burbot yet, you got to get out and catch some because they are amazing. Yeah, I'll take them over walleye, perch, you name it. It's just that good. It really is. But I see we got 18 people on here. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. I come on live every Sunday night just to chat with you guys about the great outdoors. I love talking about a bit of everything. Any questions you guys got, I'm willing to answer. I love talking about fishing, the woods, you know, deer hunting, all that stuff. So yeah, make sure if you haven't already, you hit that thumbs up, you hit that subscribe button. Because I look forward every week to chatting with you guys. It's definitely the highlight of my week every week. So I also thank you guys very much for watching my videos. If you hadn't noticed already, my Susan video has actually, yeah, yeah, see, Dan's mentioning it right now. The Susan video actually hit a ton. I mean, that thing basically went viral in the one day. I was just blown away because Susan was excited that the thing was like 100 something views in the morning, and I'm like, well, that's about normal. And the next thing I know, I look at it and it's like 400. I'm like, holy cow. And then it just kept going, and it's I don't know, last I checked it's over 4,000. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm excited, and I'm hoping that's a good sign. I'm hoping that means that if I get out and do my own deer video too, that's also going to skyrocket because that would be very cool. uh, yeah, I'm very happy though that people enjoyed that video. I worked my butt off to make it good. Hey, that's cool though, man. Glad that you got a deer. That's what matters, getting meat in the freezer. And yep. I mean, I personally anymore, I try to pass. I try to do 4 on a side. It's just my personal preference. Everybody's got a personal preference, and that's all, you know, as long as it's legal, that's all that matters. And yeah, that's anymore. I just I don't know. I try to one up myself every year, which is tough because up here it seems like everybody shoots everything. So a lot of these deer don't get to grow past age 3. So we really don't get the giant bucks. I mean, there's one here, one there, but they're very few and far between. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to hit the swamp. I'm hoping there's one hanging out in there for me because that would be really cool. Yeah, I don't know, man. I ice fishing. See, I love catching them on the little tiny rods, and I love being in the shanty. I could live on in the shanty, and I really want to ice fish on Saginaw. That just never seems to freeze. It hasn't in a while, anyways. Um, Saginaw, but you must be talking about the bay because last I heard, the river still pretty much sucks. I've heard about just a lot of babies. Um, yeah, that gut pile. You noticed that, Dan? That was Yeah, that was a little rough. I couldn't really cut that out of the picture, so, so but that just tells you that shot was, that deer wasn't going nowhere. So thank you, Keels. I appreciate it. Oh, she sent me some of the best blueberry jam that I'd ever had. I ate some of that stuff yesterday, and it was amazing. And yeah, I need to go get more bread so I can eat some more. That stuff was great. Yeah, I never seen anything like that either. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm really gonna try, man. Like I said, I don't even care anymore if it's a big doe. I'm gonna take whatever I can. Um, it's I just honestly, I just got to get some meat in the freezer. I'm jonesing right now for some backstrap, some tenderloin. Just as I'm sitting in the stand, all I can think about is rushing that deer home and pulling that tenderloin out. So I'm just really hoping for it. Yeah, actually, I do. If you go through my videos, that's where I kind of screwed up this year. Normally, by now, I have my bucks during archery. In fact, 2 years in a row, I got two nice bucks 2 years. So archery season's usually when I tag my deer. I just I screwed up this year. I had a really nice buck come in. I'm pretty sure he was an 8. He might have been bigger than that. The video's on here, but I ended up shooting and it was a little high and the deer ducked and totally missed the arrow. It was the first time in my life I've ever missed with the bow, and I was not happy, but I swear that's burdening me right now because I feel like it's just carrying on. The rest of the season's kind of sucked since I missed that deer, so it's just been really rough. Yeah, beaver tenderloin's amazing. Totally agree there. Yeah, Keels is amazing. She really is. She makes all kinds of great stuff. She's a baker. She bakes amazing stuff. She used to send me pictures of just awesome little cupcakes and things, and she's truly amazing. You are, Keels. Oh, how's the puppies doing, by the way? I love dogs. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the other day um, I put a little post on Facebook for those of you that follow me on there. I bet they are. They're adorable, but crazy pups. But yeah, I was shocked by how many people responded on my dog post and sent me pictures of their dogs. It was awesome. That's something, I'm a huge dog fan, so I can never get enough of seeing dogs, and it was great. So lots of cute puppy pictures, and Ruby is being a bum. She's over there chilling on the couch. I think she's mad at me about something. You just never know. uh, yeah, Robin's cool. She's my big sis. Ruby, come here. Hey, people want to see you. Come here. Come here. She's sleeping on the couch. People want to see you, you bum. There's Ruby. What's happening, Clint? I haven't heard anything good on the river, man. I really haven't. My one buddy said that he was catching little walleyes, and the cats are still in, and minnows, and it's still, I don't know, still not quite up to par. But hopefully it won't be too long, because I'm definitely looking forward to that. I know Uncle Dale is too. He's jonesing. That's all that guy thinks about is walleyes. So yeah, even when he's up here, he's just dying to get into walleyes. They're getting them right now at the mouth of the Asable real good. So yeah, Saginaw River's still dead. See, yep, they're getting them at the Asable right now though, pretty good. A few of my friends got some the other day, and it was actually pretty cool because I got them on their first burbot. They were asking me how to get them, and yeah, I believe it. But there was people around the ship like all summer, even when I was out getting cats, there was people trying. But it's just there's too many minnows. That's the issue right now. The shad are in there like crazy, and it's nuts. There's just way too much feed. Those walleyes, they probably feed later at night. They probably feed quick, and then that's it. And then they chill because they're in there for sure. Lots of walleyes. I marked them, you know, and I'm sure everybody is. They're all over in there. Oh man, thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. That was really nice of you. Oh, Dan just sent me it's called a super chat. And that was really nice. Wishing you a happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas from the Vance family. So happy that your video gained some real traction. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Dan. I've been all right. You have a good night, and I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, I've been working hard on these videos, guys, as much as I can. Yeah, thank you. Seriously, Dan, hopefully soon I'll have a good deer video for you. I'm really trying hard. So hopefully tomorrow. But yeah, I see 22 people on here. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. I've got lots and lots and lots of plans, guys. I'm really working hard to I'm really working hard on getting good videos out this year. Like I said, I've been hunting every single day, really hard. Morning, night, whatever. I've been just at it. It's draining me really, but I think I've actually hunted more this year than probably ever, just because normally by now I've got my deer, but I'm trying. And I just learned today, for those of you that are just chiming in, this is what you call the Caddy Buddy. Obviously not the GoPro, but this mount right here, really cool mount. I bought this thing on eBay last summer, and it mounts on just about everything. You can turn the camera every which direction. It's really cool. And I just learned that this thing will mount right on the barrel of the gun, and it does not impede the scope whatsoever. The camera actually sits just right off the side of the scope, so this thing is going to give perfect view of a shot. So yeah, there should be some great video coming soon. Like I said, tomorrow I am going to be out wandering. I'm going to hike in the swamp, and I'm going to try and stalk hunt tomorrow. So it's going to be a different ordeal. I'm just getting too tired of sitting in the stand and seeing the same kind of stuff. Oh, thank you, Clint. You guys are awesome, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. I'm trying. I do all I can to share as much information and just all the love for the outdoors that I have, and I'm really glad that you guys appreciate everything. I'm trying, and like I said, this winter I've got big plans on traveling. I'm gonna hopefully travel all around the state. I have a lot of lakes. Like I said, I use just for some of you that are new onto here, because I know there's some new people on here. This is the Michigan's Best Lakes. I also have one for northeastern Michigan. You can pick these up at Walmart or most of the well, there's Sportsman's Connection. Most of the outdoors stores, you know, bait shops carry them. But these things are awesome. They not only tell you the stocking data for the different lakes, but they tell you, they got all your depth charts, and they tell you the results from when they do their net tests. You know, when the DNR go out and try to you know, catch fish in the nets, it tells you what all fish they've caught, the average sizes. Same with electroshock when they go out and do that. I don't even know if they do that anymore, but I have a lot of these lakes written down in a notebook that I plan to hit this winter, and it should be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. Looking forward to just opening your eyes on a lot of different lakes. That was my main goal when I started doing this, was to spotlight a lot of Michigan's Great Lakes, you know, and just show how awesome they really can be. Yeah, the shad in the river are just nuts. They've been crazy this year. I was shocked. I mean, I can't say too much because I'm definitely no pro on the Saginaw. This, you know, last year was my first year fishing it. I think I did pretty good, but you know, I'm just kind of learning it. So maybe it does get that crazy all the time, but to me, that's a lot of shad. I've never seen so many shad in my life. Small game hunting. There you go. Well, honestly, when I see small game hunters personally out in the woods, I look forward to it when I'm deer hunting because there's a good chance you're going to push some deer, especially right now. Uh, with as much shooting and stuff that's been going on, a lot of those deer are what they call lockdown. The big bucks will be holding them does down that they've got picked out, or they're just totally locked down to try and stay away from people, and they might be running more at night. But if you get out small game hunting, you're able to push some of them deer around, and you could probably help some of the hunters. So yeah, I wouldn't worry so much about disturbing them, because if I think most of the hunters think like I do, to where if there's people out walking the woods, I mean, obviously you're not just going to stand around the guy's stand. So, and anybody walking the woods, walking trails, stuff like that is just awesome to me for deer hunting. So, yeah, I see there's 23 people on here. If you enjoy watching this, make sure you hit that thumbs up. I go live every Sunday. I love chatting with you guys, and I look forward to it every week. I do have a new thing on here that a couple people have done for me tonight. Dan and Clint have donated money for the channel. There's actually something on here. It's a little money sign under the chat board, and it says show your support for LT Outdoors. What that is it's called Super Chat, and it actually allows you to donate money towards the channel, which, trust me, every bit of it goes into the channel. It goes into making new merchandise, stuff like that. So yeah, it's very much appreciated. So yeah, thank you very much, Clint and Dan. You guys are awesome. Like I said, I'm going to keep trying everything I can for you guys. I know that I've been helping people as far as the burbot go. It's actually amazed me how many people have gotten into it. I've had old timers up here come up to me and ask me, how many years have they been around? Because I've lived up here my whole life and never heard of them. And it's amazing because it's the same for me. I grew up in Oscoda, and until I really researched them and decided to go out and try my hand at catching them, I didn't know they were there. I hadn't really heard of anybody catching them. It's just a whole new concept, really. So I don't know. It's pretty awesome. I've met a lot of cool people out on the pier that were heading out. Actually, every single time I've been out there, I've had people come up to me and talk about my videos and how they were out there because of it. So it's just really cool. Yeah, it just, I thought it was really great. But, oops, clicked on the wrong thing here. But yeah, if you guys also, I'm always willing to take, if you guys have any ideas of things that you want to see this year as far as places to fish and whatnot, I'm always up for suggestions too. I had some people talk to me about going to Caseville and wanting to see me do a video down there, which I'm actually pumped to do. I was watching videos on it, and it seems pretty awesome. They do really good on the burbot down there, which I really don't need to do right now because I've got the freezer packed with them. I mean, as much as I love burbot, I only got so much space, and I need to keep it for deer. So, but they nail the Lakers down there too. So I really want to get down there and do that too. So definitely. All right, I'll do Fletcher's. I've done it before. I've got a couple videos on Fletcher's. All right, that's a deal. They open borders. I'll be there, Keels. I've been wanting to anyways. I've been dying to get up there. You just show me the way. Okay, so that is all new then. I mean, it's crazy. Plus, everybody was telling me that that they say that they're going to die, with the cold weather, because I guess they can't handle it. So that's what made me think, there's no way that they do that every year, because it just seems like, there's no way they could survive if they were doing that. But yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, a lot of people do say, think that they're dogfish. They also mix them up with snakehead. That was part of another reason why I mentioned that in my videos, because I'm hoping to open people's eyes. I really hate seeing fish wasted on the ice. There's just no point in it. I mean, even dogfish, they're a native fish for Michigan. They're not they're not really a trash fish. They're not, I wouldn't put them in the category of fine dining because I wouldn't eat one. I tried filleting one once and it was all mush. I mean, you can make a meatball off of it. It was disgusting. But they're fun to catch. That's what it's all about. We're out there to catch fish. So, I mean, every time I catch a fish, I get full of joy. So, I mean, I don't know. To me, I don't waste anything anymore. I just enjoy catching them. Just like when you see me at the hot ponds catching carp, I enjoyed every minute of that, and I just toss them back. They're just fun. Yeah, thank you guys all though. I mean, subscribers, all of you that watch my channel, you guys are amazing. You really have no idea how much it means to me that you guys just enjoy my channel, and that I actually, you know, the fact that I have actually kind of helped some of you in certain ways, or that you just get something out of my channel, it means the world to me. You know, it's opened my eyes. I never realized I was special. You know, I've had some people come up and tell me that how great I am, and I honestly never thought of anything of myself. I actually used to think down of myself a lot, but you guys have really opened up my eyes. You guys are awesome. So I wouldn't know what to do without you guys. Yeah, carp are amazing. I never used to have a scale till last year, so I'm definitely going to start weighing them because they're a lot of fun to catch and they get monstrous. We grow some giants out on Lake Huron, that's for sure. But yeah, one of the places that I really want to fish this year, I want to try Torch Lake is on my list. That's going to be for burbot through the ice. And then I've got some guys that want to go out on Higgins. They're actually going to teach me how to get big Lakers out there on Higgins. So that's going to be a fun thing to do. I also want to try some smelt fishing through the ice on Higgins because, I mean, who doesn't love smelt? They're one of my favorites to eat. And I haven't had them in years because our smelt runs have gone down the drain. So, yeah, looking forward to that. And then I've got all kinds of other lakes wrote down. I would really like to get down to Jackson where Uncle Dale lives because I actually know a lot of the waters down there. I've spent a lot of time in Jackson, especially throughout my life fishing down there. I've fished most of the lakes in Jackson. Jackson, Washtenaw, all that area. I've fished a lot of those lakes, and there's some really great fishing down there too. So I'm hoping to get down there and show some of those lakes off. Yeah, smelt used to be abundant, but you know, a lot of it had to do with overfishing, obviously, because people, you know, would just overdo it. And then another thing was the quagga mussel out there, and it's a totally different type of mussel out in the middle of Lake Huron there in the deeper waters. I learned this from the DNR. They're actually out where the smelt would stay when they're small and grow up, and the quagga mussels are actually eating all of the nutrients needed for the smelt to grow. So the smelt never actually reach size anymore. I'm sure some of them do, but the majority don't reach size needed to come up to spawn. So that's why we don't see them. Most of them are just kind of stunted and they're hanging out way out there in the lake. So yeah, it's kind of a bummer because yeah, smelt was always fun. I miss going down and dipping, but maybe someday we'll just have to learn how to, you know, be more better with our resources and figure out a way to get rid of those mussels too, if we can. I actually read something recently about the bluebills, which are also known as scaup. It's a type of duck. One of my favorites to hunt. They're beautiful. I heard about them having issues with breeding because of eating the mussels. I guess it's starting to make some of the males go stagnant, so they're not able to, you know, breed, which that's not any good. That's not because, you know, the state's putting any kind of chemicals in for the mussels, because we've got enough problems with that. You got some good spots there for smelt keels. I love catching smelt, but I've always wanted to ice fish them. I know I've heard of people doing it with yarn because oh God, see, I got to get up there. You're killing me. Last year I got my passport so I could go up there and fish with you, but then all this PFAS stuff, all this stuff happened with COVID and they closed the dang borders. And no, I haven't heard anything about the PFAS video, sis. I haven't, but the fact that it's on IMDb website tells me that it's got to be coming out soon. they wouldn't put it on there unless it was an actual video. So, I mean, it might even be out right now. I don't know. Have to do some research on that. Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I was in a documentary last year with my mom. It was a documentary about the PFAS contamination up here in Michigan. It's actually nationwide. It comes supposedly from like Air Force bases, from their, yeah, the firefighting foams is where most of it comes from. But yeah, I was in a documentary. That's actually where I met the cameraman, the CNN cameraman that gave me the GoPro. I also met a reporter, and it was kind of cool. And it was a legit documentary. It won an award for best documentary or something. It was pretty neat. And I got to go see the premiere downstate. It was awesome, really. But I haven't heard anything about it coming out. I'm really hoping they do something with it though, so I can tell you guys about it. And for those of you that haven't heard about it yet, I do have a membership program. A bunch of you is actually in it right now, which I'm pretty pumped about. I am going to be doing a giveaway here soon. Money's been super tight right now, but I ordered some stuff from the lady that makes my shirts and everything. So once I can get that stuff taken care of, I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway for the people that are on my membership page. And yeah, it'll be fun. It's going to be a bit of a trivial thing. So basically, whoever can get the question answered the fastest is going to win stuff. Also, I'm going to be throwing in some extra neat little things like the cowboy coffee chew for those of you that watched my mail video the other day. I'm going to throw some of that in too for the giveaway so people can try that, because that's something that's pretty cool stuff. I'm actually going to start taking that out deer hunting with me, I think, because that helped me. I mean, I have a problem staying awake anyways out there when I get nice and warm and toasty, so that'll help. I think tomorrow I'm going to freeze again, though. It's been really cold, but yeah, I'm hoping it's going to be cold enough here soon to ice fish. We usually have our ice like mid-December anymore. It used to vary. I actually had ice one year on Thanksgiving Day, which was awesome. Me and my friend Ryan Kaziski actually went out and caught a bunch of perch and walleye on Thanksgiving Day. And that just don't happen here. Not in Michigan. Maybe up north in the UP, but not southern Michigan. Oh, and Keels, I wanted to tell you today when I was heading out, I jumped 2 grouse. And go figure, when I don't have a gun ready for them, one of them just stood there and stared at me for a minute while I just looked at it. I'm like, really, dude? That don't happen very often with grouse. You usually just end up jumping them. I know. They were out by my blind. Yep. And I'll tell you, I also learned yesterday that, you know, grouse always freak me out anyway when they fly. Just that, I don't know, the noise makes me jump every time. And then it takes me a minute to get myself put together to even take the shot. That's part of why I don't get as many as you probably. But I learned yesterday that pheasants are actually a lot louder than the grouse, especially when they fly right over you. Thank you, Keels. Especially when they fly right over you. Yesterday, when I was in my blind, some of you probably know because I've done videos on here, but I raise my own pheasants here and I release them because we haven't had pheasants up north here in Michigan in many years other than what people raised and released. So I'm trying my best to get a population going. Well, yesterday I'm out there and I could hear them yelling all over the place. So I've got a good population already. Well, then all of a sudden one of them must have been right behind me and something spooked him and he flew right over top of the blind and oh my God, freaked me right out. I mean, it was almost as loud as a turkey. I couldn't believe it really, but yeah, them pheasants are crazy. And then today I should have been filming it, but when I went out to feed my animals in the barn, my geese, those of you that know that I got those new geese, the male decided he was going to run for me from about 50 yards away. He put his head down and came running right at me. And it was pretty hilarious. And once he got up to about 2 feet from me, he stopped and looked at me. And I'm like, what are you going to do? And he just hissed and then turned around and walked away. Yeah, crazy animals. But I wouldn't know what to do without them. I'm happy I got my geese. They're fun. So that's one perk of living on the farm, is having all different types of animals. But you know that Keels has a farm now. That's got to be fun. And you're more in the wilderness than me. You probably got bears in the yard. That's something I've never got to see here in Michigan. Yeah, I'm hoping to get this deer out of the way, guys. Like I said, so many bears. I bet you probably feed them back there. I've been working my butt off getting this deer because I really want to duck hunt. Duck hunting is my favorite, and usually I'm out like crazy with it, but just this year has been killing me with the deer, so I might not even, I mean, duck season ends the end of this month too, so I might not even get to go. Yeah, geese, I mean, see, what I love about the geese, I've got the 2 geese out there. They're breeding pairs, and which is awesome because I look forward to them breeding and having babies this spring. But they're like guard dogs, really. I'm just learning that because he don't mess around. He chases about everything, and I'm honestly starting to think that he might be chasing the deer because for a few days there was deer under my apple tree. Tonight I actually came out of the woods a little earlier because I thought, well, heck, if there's one there, I'm gonna sneak up and try and get it. Well, the deer ain't been there for a few days, and just about dark, I hunt right across the road in the woods. Just about dark, the goose. So I think he's chasing them around, which would be a pretty hilarious sight, but I would not doubt it because if he's chasing me, he's chasing me, he's chasing the cats, he's chasing the ducks. I wouldn't doubt if he's chasing the deer. Oh man, that's cool. Yeah, I've still never, all the years that I've been out, I've never seen a darn bear. I'm always watching for them, but oh, I believe it, sis. This is the time right now that those ducks are in. I mean, you'll have flights of 1,000 come into your decoys right now, and it's a blast. But I'm just getting screwed by the deer, really. All right, love you too, sis. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Ruby says she loves you too. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Greg. I really think he is because, yeah, he's getting feisty. But like I said, I'm fine with that. I mean, he'll probably chase coyotes, and he's just been awesome. Okay. Yeah, that Hubbard Lake Road, I hear about him over that away. My buddy John Jagalewski lives in Barton City, and he has them in his yard every spring, which I've always wanted to go over there and just go over there just for picture's sake, because I honestly would like to try and call one in. As crazy as it seems, I want to try and get close to one for pictures. But yeah, I've never even seen, I mean, I'd be bummed out by a roadkill one, but I've never even seen I've never gotten close to a bear except in the like fenced in zoos and stuff. There is a store over by Hale called the Bear Store. That's about as close as I've ever been to one. They've got a bear there. At least they used to. I don't know if they even do anymore. But yeah, this winter I'm actually planning on having some fishing, like little online fishing tournaments, and I don't know. I've got all kinds of fun stuff planned. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm glad that I'm able to get on here and chat with you guys so that I can tell you guys about things. But yeah, it should be a really fun year. So, oh, cool, man. Yeah, Muskegon. I know over that way you guys definitely got bears because, well, my buddy John lives over that way, and yeah, he's got pictures of bears on his trail cam all the time. All right, I was wondering about, I haven't been over to Hale in a long time either, but that's another place I want to do some fishing. For those of you, I don't know if you guys have done it, but Long Lake over there in Hale is awesome, especially through the ice. I love ice fishing on Long Lake. There's some great crappies in there. And walleye. Actually caught some nice walleye in there. Thanks, Greg. I'm glad you enjoy it. Hey, Mike, how's it going, buddy? Bear in your yard over in Roscommon? That would be awesome. That's something it kind of sucks. I keep planting more and more trees around my yard because, right here it's nothing but fields all around me. So there's really, I don't even have squirrels. It's a bummer. So I keep planting more and more trees so that I can hopefully one day, even if it's not till I'm like 80 years old, hopefully I can have a woods of my own where maybe I can have a bear or something. Okay. That would be really cool though. Hey, how's it going? I am actually in Alcona County, here in Michigan. Yeah, spring crappies are great too. Loon Lake, I've never tried. I heard that there are some giant pike in Loon Lake. I've never been out there. I didn't even know. I know there's that church camp on it, but I didn't know where to even go to get out there on Loon Lake. Yeah, well, that's the way I feel. I think too many people take down trees, and I've been trying my best to plant trees. Every place I've ever lived, I've planted trees, and because I think we just need more woods, big time. So I plant. My mom always wanted an orchard, and sadly, she passed away before she could ever have one in December. So this year, I bought a whole bunch of apple trees and cherry trees and stuff, and I just planted. So trying to get her orchard done no matter what. She'll have an orchard one day. And then planted pine trees, oak trees. I eventually want to have my own deer woods all around here. I got 5 acres, which ain't a whole lot, but it's enough to have a woods. So I just got to keep planting. That's the whole thing. But yeah, Loon Lake, I know it's deep, but I've never. South arm of Charlevoix. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure if I've been there. Yeah, the pines are great too, especially for cover. I know the deer like to hide in them, and they grow quick. That's one thing I like about them. I actually have a cedar out here in the yard, or a spruce, I think it is. Yeah, it's a blue spruce. Um, Back when I was a kid, during Arbor Day, the schools used to give away pine trees, and I planted one in the yard. Well, we ended up losing that house years ago, and Mom dug it up and moved it here, and it's actually gone crazy. It was stunted at the old house, but here it's like 12 foot tall right now. It's massive and beautiful, and it's just awesome. Uh, no, I don't think I've ever heard of Oliverta. What all's that lake got in it? Yeah, we actually have a ton of maples here, Keels. There's maples. The woods that I hunt is full of maples. There's maples that line the road. Every year they do a big maple syrup thing. I don't know. I don't have the skills that you do to make them, but hey, Rich, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, that's one thing I love the maple trees. They're beautiful. I love the leaves. Oh, I'm glad, man. I'm real happy that is every time I hear that I inspired somebody, it really makes me happy. It's gonna have to wait till next spring now because it's just getting way too cold. Our mushrooms are pretty well gone. I mean, I might be able to get out and find some late fall oysters, or there might be some dryad saddles. It's just I don't know. It's a little late for things right now. But in the spring for sure. And last year I kind of messed around too much, which can't really say that fishing's messing around too much, but I spent so much time walleye fishing that I never made it out for morels. This year I'm going to make it up to you guys, and I will be out morel hunting probably more than I am fishing. I got to get that out, so I've got some good videos on that. So, yep, that's something that we're definitely going to be doing. Good. I'm glad you're doing all right, Rich. Hopefully you're having some fun in the outdoors, keeping busy. Okay, Mullet Lake's cool. I've only been out there one time with my dad years ago. He actually lost. We went out there trying to get muskie, and he lost his first muskie out there. That's another lake I have wrote down that I want to learn want to ice fish this year, hopefully. But I'm hoping to eventually be able to afford a snowmobile so I can get around on some of these bigger lakes, because all I ever do is walk, and I'll tell you it's tough. I mean, I ain't got a problem walking a mile, but you go further than that and it gets tough. Oh man, that's my kind of lake right there. I've got 3 pear trees planted out there right now. I've got them wired off though because I did plant one last year that the one of the deer wrecked. So probably a buck. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely a big lake. All those ones up there are. Um, Same with Torch. I'm hoping Torch gets iced over this year, but that's another giant lake. But I'll tell you, them giant lakes though, man, they're a lot of fun. That's I've had a blast on some of them big lakes. It's funny though. I've ran into well, I'm friends with a guy named Adam Hume. He actually is one of the top walleye fishermen in the country. Really, he was in some of the big name tournaments this year, and he took top in the country. So yeah, he's one heck of a walleye fisherman. But it was funny. We were talking the other day about Hubbard Lake, and because I haven't. I mean, I catch some fish here and there, but it's really hard. And say, oh, it's because it's a big lake, but it's really not that big. I mean, it's a good sized lake. Don't get me wrong, but compared to like Mullet, Torch, Black, some of those lakes, it's not that big. And I don't know, Hubbard's. You can go for miles on Hubbard and not mark fish, and I really think they need to work on planting more fish in that lake or something. It's a little ridiculous. And yeah, even he said that when he's out there, he doesn't do all that great on the walleye. So it's funny. It's supposed to be, yeah, it is a pressured lake. So, I mean, it's supposed to be one of the top walleyes lakes they claim, but it's really not that good. He, as far as like he was traveling the country fishing so many, he was telling me all these different lakes that he fished. And it was just amazing, like all the states that he went to. Like I could not imagine going to all these different states, fishing lakes that you'd never even heard of, and just dropping in your walleye boat and going out and catching fish. I mean, he does good. I mean, there's Saginaw River in that, which is, that's pretty easy stuff there. But he's getting out and fishing all these crazy lakes that I'd never even heard of, and he's getting fish. It's really amazing. Yeah, I think, I've actually talked to some people that have taken far more than they're supposed to take out of that lake, um, as far as limit goes. So that doesn't help at all. Especially because the DNR, they keep track of, what's taken, and they don't take into account that there's extra fish being taken, and that does not help at all. So yeah, not a fan of that, but that could be a possibility because they really don't do that great out there anymore. I know a few guys that catch some good fish out there. A few years ago, there was one of the guys I went to school with, and his brothers and stuff went out there. I mean, there was a group of 10 of them, and they got their limits. So that was 50 walleye. But that's an awful lot of walleye to be taken out of the water, but they got them. So probably a possum. Okay, see, there's a beaver lake up here by me too. That it's also a good walleye lake. I did a video on it this year, and it was crazy because through the ice I could see. That's the only time I really fish it, but through the ice on the camera, I seen some giant walleyes come through the hole. Yeah, it was fun. That was actually where my dad caught his first keeper walleye through the ice. He passed like 6 years ago, so it's been a while. But yeah, I'll never forget that day. It was funny. It was a super windy day. The tip-up flags kept going off, and there was just never anything on it. And at the time, I was young, stupid, wasn't paying much attention to what I should be, and I didn't realize, that walleyes would drop it. And so I just kept thinking it was the wind. And finally I said, Dad's like, oh, flag went up. And I said, you go get it. I'm not messing with it. Well, he goes out and he goes, wind, huh? Wind. And he pulls up a nice 21-inch walleye on my tip up. So I'll never forget that day though. That was, it was great. And I'm just happy to, that's a memory I can hold on to of my dad that was just excellent. So yeah, I'll never forget that. Yeah, Ruby gets very, very excited. So it's either one of the barn cats. She doesn't like when they get too close to the window, or there's a possum because she doesn't like possums either. Thank you. It was a good time. Yeah, I've got tons of crazy outdoor stories. I could go on for days. But all right, well, my hour's up here, guys. I hope that you guys all enjoyed. Like I said, I go live every Sunday. I love chatting with you guys, and hopefully I can look forward to talking with you guys again next weekend. Peace out, Mike. Nice chatting with you again, man. And hopefully soon, tomorrow, hopefully I'll have a deer. Good night, Keels. Nice chatting with you, girl. Hopefully you get out and get some more of them grouse. But I'm going to try my butt off again tomorrow. Probably just freeze, but I'm going to try and get some deer. I'm getting a deer. I don't care. It's going to happen. All right, Greg. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You too, sis. All right, Alexander. You have a good night too, man. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys out. Yeah, I'm going to try, man. I'm going to make sure I get a good shot off. I ain't going to mess around. You guys all have a good night. It was great chatting with you. Keep them lines tight.